The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Tulane Green Wave and the Knights. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Hey guys, checking in with the Knights head coach before the game. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Green Wave offense takes the field, and they'll have the first possession of the game. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David, and I know... Defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Out wide left, it's Barnett. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. He's got the first down. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Johnson looking to throw. Working that wide receiver screen. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. From the gun, it's Cross. Got the first down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Well, obviously, the running back has been the big story for this offense all season long. And the coaches talked about this in the offseason. They had to identify the right guy in the portal to help this offense be physical, to generate explosive plays, and really take them to the next level. They found their guy. This guy's been so good each and every week. He's been able to take care of himself, stay healthy, and he's gotten better as the season has gone on. And here we are, guys, late in the season. He's in Heisman contention, and he's got this team knocking on the doorstep of a college football playoff.
Left side is Cross. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Hand it to the back. Fights off the defender. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. The Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw again. They'll open it up early. Makes the catch. It's Lawson. Runs through a man. He might have space. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Knights have it in scoring position on first and goal. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Motion from the wideout. Wants to pass. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Back to pass on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. 8th play of the drive coming up. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Knights! Haul that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Going for the big play. Goes high to pull it in. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Tulane. Into the end zone with a breakaway score. Extra point here will tie the game.
And how about that, wasting no time? You go down, you give up 6 with your defense, but you come out aggressive. First play, Palmer, take a shot down the field and go make a big play.
You're seeing both of these offenses now, David, have success trading blows these last 2 drives. If this keeps up, we're going to have a barn burner.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Using his legs, it's Cross. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The run inside. It's Arrington. Stop right there.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
He's got it. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Burrowing for yardage. Oh, he's got some space. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Knights. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tulane offense takes the field to open the drive. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Sells to run, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Green Wave! Zone for 6. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. On the ground, it's Cross. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking to throw for it. Rolls right. Trying to escape and get it himself. Got a little grass. Inside the 30. 10. And he scored! Touchdown, Knights!
Well, This offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Green Wave offense makes its way onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the gun to give to the back. At the 35, he's loose. Turning it on. The 30. At the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
From deep, it's Lawson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Lawson. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wants to throw on first. Caught, it's Boston. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Knights can really attack on this second and short. He'll set up to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He throws back to the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. They'll try to get the first through the air. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. The Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Oh, pressure's coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run the counter. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Johnson looking to throw. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Looking for a crease. It's Cross. He's past the sticks. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Left side is Lawson. Offense has gained momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Knights, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Drops back on 1st down. Got it. Gets it inside the 10. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Nice move there. Got the 1st down. At midfield, he's got room. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Tulane. Once he got some room, it was over. The extra point here would tie the game. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point splits the uprights. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the offense onto the field again. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early there.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snapped on fourth down. At the 40, there he goes. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Quick give. It's Cross. There he goes. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Back's got it on the screen. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Makes the grab, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Makes the grab on the left. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a first and goal. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Out wide right, it's Cross. Touchdown, Knights! Back and forth they go as these 2 high-powered attacks continue to flood the end zone.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. We'll see how aggressive they are trying to put up points before the break. Johnson wants to throw it. Out wide left, it's Barnett. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Second down to the air. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start with Colorado taking on the Kansas Jayhawks.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
The Knights head coach told me at the half he is thrilled with how this running back is performing to start the game. Late in the season, he is starting to build some momentum as we talk about the Heisman Trophy candidates, but he is doing it with his performance on the field, remaining consistent and dynamic. I'll keep you posted how he continues to strive here in the second half. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. He is in! Touchdown, Knights!
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
The Tulane offense takes the field to open the drive. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Johnson looking to throw. Gets rid of it. Right side, it's Barnett. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Sells to fake. Chucked it away just as he was hit. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Reels it in. Still running at the 40. Turning on the Jets. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Hey, guys, here on the ninth sideline, there is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say, we have got to turn it up right now. We'll see if the offense can answer again or if the defense starts to make a statement. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Left side is Lawson. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Turns it upfield. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Misses badly on that one.
And sometimes you see great shoes, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. This quarterback part of their running game. Not going to get there, and the decision to go for it on 4th down does not work. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Working the ground game. Breaks into the open. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be first down. Tulane right back to the line. To the ground. He's got it again.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. 3rd and 4. Johnson wants to throw it. Gets rid of it.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Wide receiver going in motion. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Green Wave. A pick 6.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick 6. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well, with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
Buying time to his right. Out wide right, it's Arrington. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Green Wave offense makes its way onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. Takes off. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's two runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more?
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Trying to make one miss. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Takes the handoff. It's Cross. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The give. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. They're going to ride this running back. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Knights with the 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Finds his man. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They'll run it. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Running the red zone, it's Cross. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gets the back moving. Second down, going to throw it. Right side, it's Cross. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! Tie ball game here in the fourth.
And that's why this kid is so automatic. Set him up anywhere on the field, and he puts it right down the pipe.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. And as they say, it's a brand new ball game. That field goal tied it up, and now let's see if they can put together a winning drive. Johnson looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Long way to go on second down. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Tulane now facing third and forever. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's fourth down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Trying to get started. And there he goes. Touchdown Knights! They've got the lead here in the fourth. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
Man, I hope the kicker's okay after that penalty. You got to worry about protecting them when they're on that plant leg. Good concentration to get that squiver inside the 15. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Johnson wants to throw it. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Tulane comes to the line needing less than a yard on third down. Pushes ahead. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Off-play action on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground and getting the football out, a little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. The Knights have pushed it inside the 20. Wide receiver comes in motion. Might as well give it to him again. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. This time they'll throw it. Out wide right, it's crossed. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Knights! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tulane offense takes the field to open the drive. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Johnson looking to throw. A little release to the back. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Tulane right back to the line. From the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense picks it up. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Knights! How about this defense taking one back to the house? That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit, the ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Green Wave offense makes its way onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. You got to stop turning the football over.
2nd down, going to throw it. Between the hashes, it's Stevens. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. Tulane just a few inches away, might take a shot on 2nd down. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Stevens. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. Wants to throw again. And down goes the quarterback, but there are penalty flags on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw one first. Lets it fly. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. Gives them a chance to put together a strategy here in the waning moments.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Running inside. It's Cross. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. It's third down and the line to gain is the 36. They'll move the wide receiver. Laterals it back. Secondary. Touchdown, Knights! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
That's an impressive touchdown there, considering the plays this defense, particularly the secondary, has already made against him. And we knew this quarterback was going to come into this one, David, and be aggressive. There aren't many people who really scare him, and the defense has made him pay. A couple of bad decisions, a couple of great plays on the back end, one-on-one. But this guy's still taking his shots. He's not backing down, and he's got his offense back on the board.
I think that's the most impressive part. He made some mistakes, and a lot of times you see people that they go in a shell, right? They make mistakes. They can't rebound. They can't find the answers to continue to keep making plays. Make the next play. Make the next play. Now down the stretch to give your team the lead, man. So impressed with the way he's handled adversity and bounced.
Gonna take a shot. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Fresh center downs going to the air. Finds his target down the middle. Turning it on. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Out wide left, it's Cross. Touchdown, Knights! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.